Did you know that honey is not only a sweet gift from nature, but also a superfood rich in antioxidants, enzymes, and healthy vitamins? So what helps the global beekeeping industry harvest more than 1.9 million tons of honey each year? Let's explore the magical journey behind every drop of honey, from hardworking beehives to modern beekeeping technology in the video below. A successful bee farm requires experienced beekeepers who understand the delicate art of raising healthy, productive bee colonies. Beekeeping begins with setting up the hive. Beehives are often located in rural or suburban areas, with a variety of natural flowers and plants, providing a source of nectar and pollen for the bees. Depending on the climate and season, beekeepers choose the best time to start new colonies, usually in spring when flowers are in full bloom. The beekeeper will then introduce the bees to their new home, usually starting with a small colony or packet of bees. A small bee colony, or nuc, contains a queen bee, a few worker bees, and larvae on wax combs, giving the new hive a solid foundation. Over the next few weeks, the beekeeper must carefully monitor the bees, ensuring that the bees are able to develop fully in the hive. Once the hive is stable and healthy, worker bees begin their foraging cycle and collect nectar to produce honey. They can fly up to 8 km to find flowers, then bring nectar back to the hive and pass it on to other worker bees. Throughout the seasons, beekeepers pay close attention to the condition of their hives. They monitor temperature, humidity, and food supply to keep bees comfortable and productive. Protective suits and fumigators are essential tools that allow beekeepers to interact with bees without undue stress or provocation. Mild smoke soothes bees by masking alarm pheromones, allowing beekeepers to inspect the hive, collect honey frames, and ensure the health of the queen. When it comes time to harvest, the process requires a skillful hand. The honey frame is carefully removed, making sure not to damage the intricate wax structures that the bees have meticulously built. Only frames that are filled and sealed with a thick, shiny layer of wax, a sign that the honey has reached perfect maturity, are selected. To minimize disruption to the bee colony, temporary frames are often inserted, keeping the bees busy and reducing the likelihood of aggressive behavior. The harvested frames are then loaded onto trucks and transported to modern processing plants where the magic continues. Inside the factory, trays filled with golden honey are placed into high-speed rotating drums that use centrifugal force to gently extract the honey from the hives. This method preserves the delicate flavor and nutritional qualities of honey, ensuring that every drop retains its natural purity. Once extracted, honey undergoes thorough inspection by trained workers to maintain the highest quality standards. The honey is filtered to remove any remaining wax particles or impurities, and is then left to rest in large containers for 2 to 3 days. Then, streams of golden honey are poured into shiny containers, ready to be bottled, packaged, and distributed globally. In leading countries such as China, Turkey, and Argentina, there is a truly astonishing scale of honey production. Large-scale farms can manage between 80,000 and 100,000 hives, each containing tens of thousands of bees, working in complete harmony to create a product loved for its flavor and health benefits. Different environments and floral sources result in an incredible diversity of honey varieties, each with its own distinct flavor, color, and aroma. For example, Manuka honey from New Zealand's native Manuka tree is famous for its medicinal properties, while golden puawa honey, derived from puawa tree flowers, shines with a lighter color and more delicate flavor. In addition to its delightful presence on the breakfast table, honey is also widely used in the beauty and healthcare industry. Thanks to its natural antibacterial and moisturizing properties, honey is a prized ingredient in skincare products, helping to soften the skin, lock in moisture, and promote radiant skin. It has been used for centuries in traditional medicine, praised for its wound healing, antioxidant, and skin-soothing properties. Through the lens of this exploration, it is clear that each drop of honey represents the collective labor of millions of bees and the dedication of countless beekeepers who work tirelessly to protect and nurture their buzzing colonies. From sunny fields where beehives hum with life to modern factories where honey is carefully extracted and bottled, this is a world where nature and human ingenuity blend together in perfect harmony. Thank you for joining us on our honey journey. If you enjoyed exploring the magical world of bees and want to see more incredible behind-the-scenes views of how nature's wonders come to our dinner tables, don't forget to like this video, leave your thoughts in the comments section, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting adventures. See you next time. Frog farming in China has grown into a huge industry, with a staggering 1.5 million tons of frog meat consumed each year, nearly 75% of global consumption. This astonishing number not only shows the great demand for frog cuisine among indigenous people, but also highlights the advanced and large-scale way of raising frogs in the world's most populous country. But how exactly are billions of frogs bred, raised, and processed to meet such huge demand? Let's explore the sophisticated techniques Chinese farmers use to raise frogs on an industrial scale in this video. In China, frog farming is considered a traditional profession with long roots, especially in the southeastern provinces of Jiangsu, Fujian, and Guangdong. These areas provide perfect natural conditions for frog farming, with a warm climate, high humidity, and abundant fresh water from rivers and lakes. Today, modern frog farms are sophisticated operations capable of producing an average of 500 tons of frogs per year. Frog farming begins with careful and controlled mating in specially designed water tanks that simulate the frog's natural environment. These clean water tanks are essential to encourage successful mating, in which the female frogs lay thousands of eggs and the male frogs fertilize them externally. The fertilized eggs are then transferred to shallow water tanks, where the temperature is tightly regulated to ensure healthy incubation. Maintaining optimal water conditions is important at this stage, as temperature changes or pollution can hinder embryo development. Interestingly, selling frog eggs can be a profitable source of secondary income for farmers while waiting for the full growth cycle of other frogs to complete. After the eggs hatch, tadpoles emerge, marking the beginning of an important stage of development. This phase lasts for several weeks and requires a specialized diet rich in nutrients to promote rapid growth. Tadpoles are very sensitive and require constant monitoring of water quality. As tadpoles metamorphose into froglets, they are transferred to larger outdoor ponds or larger indoor tanks, where they continue to grow under carefully monitored conditions until they are ready to harvest. Raising adult frogs is a more complex stage that requires a balanced environment. These frogs are omnivores, and in poor rearing conditions, they can even turn to cannibalism. To avoid such problems, farmers feed the frogs 2 to 3 times per day, ensuring that the food source meets their nutritional needs without leading to overfeeding or water pollution. Their diet typically includes insects, worms, and other protein-rich sources, with daily food intake accounting for about 3% to 5% of their body weight. Maintaining hygiene in ponds is essential not only for the health of the frogs, but also for the safety of the end consumer. Adult frogs grow best in a stable, hygienic environment where any traces of bacteria or fungus are quickly dealt with through regular pond cleaning and equipment disinfection. The average weight of an adult farm-raised frog ranges from 0.45 kg to 2.8 kg, depending on species, sex, and dietary conditions. When the frogs mature, they are harvested with nets and carefully graded according to size and health. Larger and healthier frogs command a higher market price and are often reserved for high-end processing. Processing facilities adhere to strict hygiene procedures to meet domestic and international food safety standards. First, the frogs are washed with a high-pressure water jet to remove any impurities on the surface. Then, skilled workers will skin and gut the frogs by hand, making sure to only keep the edible parts. After that, the meat is rinsed with cold water or lightly salted water to increase cleanliness. The frogs are then processed based on market demand. Some are kept whole, while others are separated into legs or divided into bite-sized portions. The meat is frozen immediately to preserve freshness, flavor, and nutritional value. The final products are vacuum sealed and packaged before distribution to supermarkets or export. In Chinese cuisine, frog meat is praised as a delicacy, popular for its tender meat, high protein content, and low fat content. Frog meat is often compared to chicken but has a more delicate flavor. Traditional Chinese dishes such as stir-fried frog with lemongrass and chili, frog hot pot, and crispy fried frog legs have conquered the tastes of millions of people. Frog meat is increasingly making its way into Western markets with growing interest from gourmet chefs in the US, EU, and South Korea. According to recent data, China exports thousands of tons of processed frog meat annually to more than 20 countries. In addition to its culinary appeal, frog farming also contributes significantly to rural development and environmental sustainability. Compared to other types of meat production, frog farming requires less land and emits fewer greenhouse gases. It is therefore a viable alternative protein source in a world increasingly concerned with sustainable food systems. Thank you for joining us on our journey to explore China's incredible frog farming industry. We hope you find this video useful and eye-opening. If you are interested in learning about how millions of frogs are raised and processed for consumption, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment below, and subscribe to our channel for more unique and useful content. Your support helps us bring you more behind the scenes of the world's hottest industries. See you in the next video.